Hello, this is Stephen Childs with Team Fairness. I have this observation that forgiveness of people doing you wrong is the way that you become priceless to God. God being servants of goodness or whatever floats your boat. So when we forgive and don't respond, don't react, don't be hurt by it, because your value to God is increasing and you're becoming priceless to God. On the other hand, when people do others wrong, they're becoming worthless to God. I was waking up from sleep and I was hearing the other realm that they were communicating. I could hear them, and they were going to get rid of me because I have too much anger. So I have to be gone. And I initially started to react, to fight against their judgment of me. And then wait a minute, what happened is something reminded me of forgiveness. It was a YouTube video, a guy's talking about what forgiveness is. And I like the way I have it understood the best, because it's working for me, and I'm really hoping it works for everybody everywhere. So when he started talking about forgiveness, and I remembered them disturbing me with, they're going to get rid of me because I have too much anger. It's like they throw rocks in your windows and then say, my neighbor's angry. Watch, I'll throw a rock through his window and he'll be angry. So first of all, I just simply had to be okay with not existing. And I had to be okay with them saying that. Let them say it. Let them do it. I'm free of it. And it became funny. I thought about what they just said, and it was very funny. I've heard people explain how the people that are doing you wrong or saying things to offend you or whatever, they're comedians to make you laugh. It's a comedy routine. When you're safely within God, the all-powerful oneness, I don't know if I had a mind in the first place or not. I don't really care. I don't think there's some individual with all power. I just don't think that. Who's the individual going to be? We're going to fight over that forever. But if it's everything, the all-powerful oneness, and it's equally all of us, then there's no fight. So when we're totally awakened to the point where we're completely safe within this oneness, whether we exist or not, knowing that everything's temporary and we're protected by servants of goodness, so we're not really in danger at all, we're protected. All of this becomes very trivial. All the difficulties we have become quite trivial. In comparison to how they were, they're like minuscule. Things used to be like so huge, this life-threatening thing. So, when you're not threatened by life-threatening, then there's no problem. So, humans are capable of becoming consciously aware of ourselves. We can step aside from ourselves and observe ourselves and our reactions and our uncontrollable mind thinking relentlessly, even when we're trying to stop it. That becomes a joke, that we can't control our own mind. So I'm working daily on not having any unfair thoughts to anyone. And it's a challenge. It's difficult. But if you start having unfair thoughts, you go back to how you used to be, and you're going to be miserable just like you used to be. Things are going to bother you just like they used to. And the people will bother you like they used to. and you will not be victorious. You will be a victim. And the solution is to stop that kind of thinking and replace it with fairness thinking, where I don't think any unfair thoughts. If I do, I catch myself immediately, and I try to redefine the situation where we all count the same. Our value comes from not doing others wrong, not from appearance. The only thing that gives us value is that we're not doing others wrong. And the way I was, somebody would turn me on, and it would take me over. I would have no control to stop it. I would become that. I am what I'm doing, you see. We are what we're doing, what we're thinking, and what we do. That's what we are. So then my mind is not my own anymore. It's in service of this feeling. And so I am this thing in pursuit of that feeling. Where did I go? I became that. I don't want to be that. That's fine, it's wonderful, but I don't want to be it all the time. I don't want to be out of control to it. So I actually heard telepathic from the others that are trying to keep control of us. I dreamed they're aliens that have had control of our planet. And we're going to forgive them, and they can stay, and they're going to stop doing us wrong. They're going to stop being mean to us. And they're going to be nice, and we're going to be nice to them. They'll be completely forgiven, and God will see them as priceless creations also. So we'll be friends. But right now, they're not there yet, or they're testing. They're making me think they're not there, playing like they're not, but maybe they are, or they're getting there. They're not taking it too serious anymore. So I overheard them saying, "Let's run over his kid." And another one said, "You're so mean." So they're starting to see it as comedy too, I think. I hope so. We take this life so seriously because we have this powerful instinct to avoid death at all costs. Fear is just off the charts if something threatens us. Isn't that interesting? So if we're already safe within God, and this is a temporary life anyway, we don't have to buy into that. We can rise above that. It's real. It's what got us here. It protected our life. But now we have logic, and we have observation. We have friends that protect us. We have higher power that protects us. And we've learned a thing or two, you know. So we don't have to be so afraid. We can say, what am I afraid about? Step aside from it. Just feel it. Let it be. Let yourself be afraid. We're quite intuitive. We know the future. We can pick up on danger that hasn't even arrived yet. And if you're paralyzed by the fear, you're not going to see what it's about. So I had some food that was rancid, some almonds. So I took them back to the store because I had my receipt, luckily. And as I'm signing my name and filling out the form, I got to use my credit card I used to buy them with, and they need my name written down and my number, so they have my signature. That this is so people don't cheat them. So they probably will test that product, hopefully, and find out what's gone wrong with it. So I started feeling fear, and I could see that the fear was with the man serving me at the counter. And so I joked about how they think they're going to upset us, and we're just realizing they're just comedians. He said, yeah, exactly. So he understood that. So I don't know what the fear was. I got back to my vehicle. There was a police car parked right by me. And it was parked a little closer than I would like, but it's like he had a big vehicle, big truck. So this is part of the deal. If anything upsets you, you're not awakened. So forgive it. Just forgive anything they do. Let them do it. Don't make a big deal out of anything. Because we're with God. God is where we're at. God is where we're at. So he sat there for a minute as I was getting things organized to drive away, and I saw that he had got out of his pickup truck, and it's like he's got his firearm there in case he needs it. And I'm wondering what's going on in the store, because I picked up on some fear, see? And who knows what they know? We don't know what they know. We only know what we know. So team fairness is such that all of us are in the business of stopping others from doing us wrong. The police are very much a big part of that. So our culture, our society, the government, and the religions are not up to par yet. They're not informed yet. They haven't heard the word of fairness. So that we have people that are doing others wrong and nothing's stopping them. And they're in power. So I started this document, and it's just the first draft, and I might change it around or whatever. So here it is so far. This is for fair-minded people only. If you are an unfair person that exploits, uses, controls, then go somewhere else. You're not welcome here. Come back after you have begun to change your evil ways. There are exploiters and the exploited, the users and the used, the uncaring and those who care, the heartless and those who have a heart. So I'm adding to what I had written, fleshing it out some. Unfair people rule the world as it is now. The oligarchs, they're not all that fair. They never have been. They have a system that's unfair. So they're not doing anything directly. They just created this system where we're like wage slaves on the extreme end of it. We have to work for them and make them rich, or we'll starve to death or live on the street. So unfair people rule the world. The religions. The leaders of the religion have this system of religion that's not fair, that tells kill the other religions. And they have a religion that says the same thing. That's the extreme example. That's like Islam and Judaism and Christianity, where everybody has to surrender to the Lord on one knee or whatever and confess that the Lord is the God Almighty, or whatever it says. So, what I think when I hear the word Lord now, it's the group of people that serve goodness. It's the people that are fair-minded. That's the Lord. It's like the all-powerful oneness is where all these beings come from that are fair-minded. They're the Lord. We come directly from the Creator, the all-powerful oneness. Does it have a mind in the first place? I don't think it does. I think we evolved mind. So we have an emergent mind, an emergent God, or servants of God, servants of goodness, emerged from no mind at all. When I practiced Buddhism, it's very helpful to connect with my no-mindedness. At the foundation, there's nobody here. There's no mind. And then creation comes from that. Like the Heart Sutra says, that which is formless is that which has form. So there's a fact to all this. And we may never know the exact fact to it. It's like science. We keep getting a better understanding or a different understanding. Back to the document. There are gang stalkers and gang stalked. There are bullies and there are those that are bullied. There are victimizers and there are the victims. There are punishers and there are the punished. There are abusers, and there are the abused. And they rule the world. Because they're ruthless, they're cruel. They don't care if they hurt us. They do hurt us to keep us under control. So, how do we stop them? We stop them by joining Team Fairness. I've joined Team Fairness. It's just my idea that I came up with it, but it's everyone's. It's my gift to everyone, to try to explain this so that it's like science. Once you understand the principle, there's a wonderful experience because you have understanding of how it works. Like linear acceleration of gravity. It just keeps adding 22 miles an hour every second. And finally I understood that. And now it's like, oh, I see what you mean. Gravity is a linear acceleration. So we can understand forgiveness like that. In this sense, this thing works. This way of seeing forgiveness works. Because we're coming from the position of invulnerability, where God loves us. And we let them, God's other kids hurt us because God's trying to get their attention. Look, you're not going to win. The fairness is winning. Team Fairness is going to win. You'll be forgiveness. You'll be forgiven. Therefore, stop exploiting people. Instead, help everyone. You have the people that go into management, and they know they're going to be in the system that exploits the worker. And we're okay with this. This is our society. What does it do to them? It makes them worse people. So our system is creating evil people instead of good people. We have a constitution. We can make an amendment, the Fairness Amendment. We can solve all this with simple amendment. Don't complicate it. There's people that read books and studied for years and years what ethics is. And when you listen to them explain it, where did they go? On what tangent are they on? Because everybody knows when someone does them wrong. That's the ethic. That's the moral of a secular society. Stop doing others wrong. Care about each other. That's the morality. The Church of Fairness, the sin is when you do someone else wrong. So, I wrote a note. I'm feeling fear. How wonderful. Some comedian out there is trying to scare me. I wrote a note about that where I overheard them. They tell me that I'm too angry, so I will have to be destroyed. My first impulse. I thought against this. Then I was reminded to forgive. Forgiveness means just to let it be without any reaction. Just let them do it. Just let them say it. When I wrote what had happened down, I started to laugh about it. It really is quite funny that because I'm too angry, they're going to have to destroy me. But I'm not angry. They're trying to provoke it. And then they'll argue, oh, yes, you are angry. Let them say it. See what I mean? There you'll fall into that trap yet again, trying to prove to them that you're not. Just let them think it. Be silent. Silence is golden. It's like the Stoics. They developed this system of letting people harm you and just be silent about it, and then go about your business of winning, separate from them. And then it became Christianity. The same teachings are there. That's the root of the forgiveness in Christianity. It came from the Stoics. So, I'm thinking some really cool stuff that's been happening the past few days. I'm very grateful. This is working. So they're not getting the best of me anymore. I've been struggling my entire life to get to this point. My older material, if you listen to it, I'm angry. I'm hurt. I'm trying to stop them. Now I stopped them by letting them do it. How ironic is that? That's paradox. They say truth is paradoxical. I was getting hurt, so stop getting hurt. See, but you have to learn how. You have to get some help. So I've got my spirit guides that are my help, and I can chant Haram for a minute. So they're talking about serving God, but they're thinking in a Christian way. And I'm thinking, Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, Ram, Sita Ram. And I get the grace of God from chanting Ram and honoring Sita, the female. There's Ram the male and Sita the female. They both have equal all power. They always are together, like Shakti and Shiva. And so the Hindu mythology is wonderful. And this idea of Christ empowering us so that forgiveness works, that's wonderful too, when you understand it. So I used to have a big problem with the Lord's Prayer. Lord, deliver us from evil. Yes, Lord, deliver us from evil. I know what the Lord is. It's the servants of goodness. It's those that are with Team Fairness, that are not doing others wrong, that are uniting to defeat evil ourselves, because God's not going to do for us what we should be doing for ourselves. We need to learn how to defeat our own evil as humans and as friends to other beings in the universe that we're just barely learning about on a personal level. So there's the ones who had control of us that became mean and cruel because they want to keep control. So that's like the evil spirits that jump into our head, that appear in our mind, that want us to pick on someone because that guy did you wrong, so hurt him. That's an evil spirit. Don't listen. Instead, be curious. Why is the guy that way? How can we help him? How can we get the word of fairness to him? Thank you. I love you.